everyone, welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is Savannah. We're back in Huckleberry Hills, which is our Planet Coaster 2 Challenge Mode park. And the first episode actually goes live tomorrow at the time I'm recording this, so I am recording it kind of in batches. That way I can make sure I have episodes ready, so I don't have any feedback from the first episode just as of yet. But in the first episode, we put down our carousel, we put down, this was the Monte something or other ride. I may end up switching this out for the swings, just because I think coming down this main pathway, it would be kind of cool to have some height right there, but to be determined, because right now money is a bit precarious and I don't want to be overcommitting to things. If we delete this, we're going to lose money, the other one's more expensive, blah, blah, blah. So I don't really want to do that as of yet, but I am thinking about it. Today, our challenges, let's see, we have build and open a food shop facility. Beautiful, I think we need it. Build a new coaster, and then research powered track rides. Now, I did figure out we need to actually look at this guy and adjust the schedule. Can I do that in here? Do I have to go? I think I might have to go to my staff in general here. And if I look at you for your scheduling, right? This is my, where does it say who I'm on or what you are? Well, I guess anyway, we have to change some of this tasking to research. Oh, I'm not on the right one. Go away. This is not who I want. Staff, I want my mechanic. Here we are. And we need to assign them some research time. So we'll give them, I guess, 2 blocks of research time there. They get a break here, right? This is a break. Yeah, a break here, and then maybe do some more research after that, and then attend to rides in all the other time slots. We only have 2 rides, so that shouldn't hopefully be a problem. But with getting that scheduled there for Claire, hopefully they'll spend some time in the mechanic shop and they'll kind of accumulate some research points so we can then spend it on powered track rides. But to start off today, I think I was mentioning in the last episode, I kind of want to start by doing a little food area here, and our challenge was food shop specifically, but I was gonna have it be, I think, burgers and soda, just the, generic theme park stuff. So if we go to create custom, we go to not a restaurant but a quick service thing, I think I want to use the counters because we can hide them a little bit better and we don't have to make them quite so tall, I think is important. But the question being, I kind of think I want to cut this path off just a little bit. If I can demolish with a square and kind of just clip that. Yeah, I want it a little bit. Do I have to be on the grid? I don't want to be on the grid. Can I just, yeah, there we go. Advance move this and maybe turn it just a little bit, because I do think that this will end up being, oh, that's the wrong pattern. I do think I'll end up, can I undo that? Thank you. Connecting this with like a gift shop and like our kind of sort of main street section. I'm not really calling it a main street, but we'll have some shops and stuff in the beginning as you come down, which is why I gave us all this space for like an opening ticket booth area here. And then this building, I think, will just kind of continue on following this curve. And I want to put the food here. So let's go back to facilities. Let's grab our chief beef counter and see where we can put this. Oh, I can't advance move this. Interesting. I did not know that. Okay. Well, I guess actually let me stick. So I'm going to do what, this is kind of how I get around like the whole grid thing, is when I pull something out, I don't adjust the grid too terribly much and I build how it is, and then I adjust it to like the area that I want it to be in. So we're going to just pull it out here and put a chief beef. Oh, does it have to be on a path? Oh, it has to be on a path. Okay, interesting. That is not what I had anticipated. So my theory is not going to work. How do I want to handle this? Then maybe I want to bring this out just a little bit more in the area that we want it to be in. And let me match up with this corner here and then go straight to meet that. I think that'll be good, because then we'll have some room for just a few little, well, you know what, actually maybe we'll do benches and stuff off to the side. We'll do food here, and then there'll be like a little eating area here, and you can kind of watch what will maybe be the swings or this ride, and you can kind of sit and eat your food and watch the ride. I think that will hopefully work, she says not so confidently, but I guess we'll place chief beef there, and then a gulpy soda. Oh, I actually kind of wish these were on a grid so I knew how far apart. Let me see if I can get around this by grabbing just some random on the grid piece, like so. So this would be there, and then we'd have another one there, and then we'd have another one there. So, question being, do I want them to be right next to each other or one apart? I think one apart fits the area a little better. Yeah, I'm gonna say one apart fits the area a little better. So let's grab, where did it go? Not a latte lever, there we go. And we'll put you more or less there, and then we can get rid of this because I don't need those. Okay, so I think that's going to be good. Now, what I have up as a reference for those of you that have ever visited, okay, we need to make sure that this isn't going to go down super fast. Park profit, costs, and income. We are making money, so maybe I just need to build rather slowly, I guess. We could actually look at really quickly seeing if the money tab here, if they will pay, nope. I was just saying if they'll pay more for this. Maybe they'll pay more for this one because I decorated it. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, you'll pay $8, $9, $10. Oh, all right, $11.50 was the cap there. You'll pay $11 for that? That's pretty good though. I guess I did decorate it rather well. I do end up wanting, or will end up wanting, excuse me, to do like a canopy and stuff over it, which is a bit ambitious. Obviously, for now, we will not be doing that. Let's get these opened, actually, while I'm working on them. And a couple more ooh, I need to fix that. For those of you that maybe were yelling about that in the last episode, I apologize. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm just going to put a couple trash cans around, and that way litter doesn't become a problem. And let's fix this before I forget again. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. As I was saying, I have Knott's Berry Farms, like Virginia's gift shop, actually that building open, and that's what I'm going to kind of be using more or less as a reference for what we're going to build now. I'm not going to completely copy Knott's Berry Farm in everything that we do, but for this, I'm thinking it kind of matches what I'm going for. Is it just like a generic park building, I guess, is what I'm going to call it. So how do I want to start here? I want to start with framing one of these windows, and I do want to come up basically right to the edge of this, and we'll give it its own custom counter in a minute. But that's pretty good there, and I do think I want to basically go a little bit over on both sides here. So we're going to have a little bit in the middle. I'm going to fix this Z fighting real quick. Yeah, so that'll be our main building. I really don't want it to be this dark though, so let's actually, before we get too far into the build, make it all one building, and then we can go ahead and edit this. We can select all of it, and then I do want to see, ooh, I don't really like all the texture that comes out when you turn it yellow. The building that I'm looking at, well, I guess actually that's not too bad. It's maybe a little bit more worn and weathered than what I'm looking for. Let's hit confirm and let me look at some of, let me look at some of the other wall pieces. Let's just go, oh, what's this one? Oh, that's bamboo. That's not what we want. Look at the other wood wall pieces. So there's this one. Actually, you know what? This one may be exactly what I'm looking for. Yes. Okay, yes, I do. I like that one. Okay. So this one here. Let's get it lined up again. Maybe I shouldn't have opened this. The people are kind of in the way and a little bit annoying. But I guess that's okay. We need to make the money, right? And then we can see where they stand so that we don't kind of clip through them. So bring this back, and they do stand like right up on that counter, don't they? Or in that guy's case, in the counter. Okay. So we'll do that. And we'll bring this across all the way to here, essentially doing the same thing that we just did. Bring this out and in so it stops flashing like that, because that would drive me insane. And at some points building, I am just gonna kind of have to say good is good enough and not strive for perfection, which may kill me. But we're gonna try. Making this one group. Oh, nope. Edit and select all of it. Now let's go ahead and turn that faded kind of, faded kind of yellow. I have to hit confirm. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's gonna be yellow, and then this specific building has like green trim to it. It does have like a terracotta roof, but I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to replicate that. Just because I don't want it to look too Spanish, I guess, or like Western-y either, because Knott's Berry Farm has a lot of very Western-y stuff to it. Buildings and things, and so I don't want to necessarily go full Western. I think I can bring this in just there. Bring this out and in so we get rid of that flashing, because I am just kind of going for like average theme park, I guess is how you would describe it. Ooh, I do need to line these up though. Okay, we're gonna redo the counter anyway. Oh my goodness, line up! It's gonna drive me insane. Maybe I should not have picked this particular wall pattern, but we're in it now. I mean, not that we can't change it, but I'm kind of committed, more or less. Let's get that to line up. Will it look better if I use one of these? Yes. Okay, and then bring that one to there is good. Bring that one in just a touch. Just a touch. There we go. Beautiful. And then let's just duplicate these two since they're already not Z-fighting, and they should, in theory, be the right size. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good. It is a bit tall. Let me see about actually bringing this whole thing down a bit so that the ceiling is not quite so tall. Something like that, I think, is a little better. Okay, okay. And then we do need to do something across the top, and this is where I may switch up the direction in which the panels go, because otherwise it's going to be really tall across the top. And with this, we can give it maybe just a couple, like, panels worth, I guess. And then we'll add some trim in between so it kind of looks intentional. So if we do that and we continue this all the way across, it does make the building rather tall. So I might have to bring this whole thing down a couple anyway, but I don't want to get too close to the vendors' noggins. Don't want to get too close to their heads. They need to be able to function and not be hitting their heads on the window as they lean out. I mean, I guess it's not super, super tall. Let me see if I can get away with lowering this just a little bit. Can we make it to the next line? Does that look too squished? I guess not, right? It doesn't look too squished. We're gonna roll with it for now. We're gonna roll with it and we'll see. Yeah, that doesn't look too squished because this doesn't have to be the roof. The roof is up here, the ceiling rather, and so it's just the window that they're standing in front of. Okay, so I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, and then we should probably make this a square, right? How do I want to do this with the least amount of pieces? No, I can't use the gridded pieces. Wait, can I actually move the gridded pieces around? What is this called? This is called modern wood wall. Oh, my cap lock is on. Modern wood wall. Can I? No, I cannot rotate this. Bummer. Okay, well then, these singular off-the-grid pieces it is, which is fine. It just means that we're gonna have to do it by hand, which is a smidgen slower. Okay, and I am keeping an eye on the money down there. Do yell at me if I forget and get carried away. Actually, let's do it this way. We'll start from the top because the rest can sink into the ground. If we start from the top and we do that, makes it a little bit easier. Make sure it all lines up. This can go up just a smidgen. There we go. Beautiful. And then if we duplicate this, the back of the building really doesn't matter all that much. So what I'm thinking is I may just do the front, like a front facade for now. And then we can kind of button up the building as a whole as we kind of add to it, if that makes sense. All right, that's fine because I'm going to add some trim. So if I actually get rid of these 4, hello, there we go. These 4, we can have just that for now. And I do think I want to scoot it back just a little bit. So if we take path, hopefully this is going to work out the way that I intend it to. If we take the path back there and there, can we then take you, and you, and move you? Yes. Okay. Perfect. That's much better. Much, much better. Okay. I like that. You can open again. Okay, you are open. Great. Go, get to work. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, roof. My least favorite part. Actually, I take that back. It's not my least favorite part. Interiors are my least favorite part of any build, but roofs are right up there. So we want a pitched roof, but only slightly. I do kind of like that one, but that's a lot of stripes for the building, since we already have like the stripes in the wood panels and stuff. Wasn't there one with the sorcery pack that was kind of cool looking? Yeah, That's not really what I'm looking for. I know there's, oh, is it town maybe? The town roof. This one right here. It's okay. It's a bit grimy, I guess, is how I would describe it. Let's just put it there for comparison's sake. Although I do like the details underneath it. Maybe wood roof? What's this one? Nope, that's the one that was too many lines. We could... You know, that one looks actually almost identical except for color to the sorcery pack one. That's interesting. That one's very traditional, I guess, or like not traditional, but like very common for theme parks. No, I don't like that one. Maybe we do go tiled something. This is going to be the entire episode, is Savannah looking at all the different roof patterns. That one's cool. Does it not have a 1 meter option, though? Tile roof. It's only 2 meter and 4 meter. That's a bummer if it doesn't have the 1 meter option, because I do actually like that one. What's this? Nope, not that. How about this one? Oh, that's the one we already looked at. What about this one? Nope. Okay. Well, let's just look at everything all together then, I suppose. I keep clicking on the same ones because all their little mini icons look the same. Is this one recolorable? Oh, I don't like the pointiness of it. Nope, never mind. Do not like the pointiness of it. We've seen that one already. Oh, this one right here. So this one would be pretty dang close-ish to the picture I'm looking at, but I'm not entirely sure I want to fully commit to that style of roof. Although right now, I will say it's looking like it's the winner. Or this one, to be honest. If we could maybe lighten it up just a little bit. Or make it a little warmer, I guess. Yeah, something like that. That could work. It could work. I am going to make this an overhang, so maybe we go out to this like little second notch here and make it a little, not canopy's not the right word. Overhang, I guess, is what I already said, but so if we then take this across like so. Okay, let's run with that one. Let's run with that one for the time being. I will kind of add that cap on the end for now. I do want... Can I take all of these and move them over 1 grid square, though? Can we get out of... Oh, okay, well... Can I make this its own building? How do I... Is it all part of one? Oh no, I can advance move it like this. That's fine. Okay, great. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring this in so that it's barely an overhang on this left-hand side, but it's gonna overhang significantly on the front. So we'll do that, and then this one can actually, we'll just move it to over here so it wraps around. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna hopefully trust the process on this one just a little bit. Let's grab some of the trim stuff and start with that. The trim stuff I am gonna try to make green because I am trying to use like the color scheme from the picture of Knott's Berry Farm that I'm working with, while still keeping it. See, I'm worried that this is running away from like coastal feeling with the roof being that like brown. I feel like maybe it needs to be more washed out, like more gray-y to feel more coastal, like that kind of. And maybe this is even more washed out, like a really, really light kind of gray-y yellow. I still want the yellow to kind of come through. Okay, that's fine. That's fine like that. Okay, let's just do some trim. Was it with the sorcery pack? Let me see if I favorited them. I think I did. Wooden support beam? No, that's the normal one. Okay, maybe we will just use these. Okay. So, these in the picture, not that one, this one here, because that'll be tall enough. I'm going to line them up, and then let's get these to be a similar color, I think. Oh wait, no, I said they were going to be green. I forgot already. There, that's a better green. That little kind of washed out, not super bright green. Okay, bring them down into here and back a little bit. Let's line this first one up with the edge of the building, like so, and then we can use once we get one made, we can use like the little snap to distance thing or whatever it is, and duplicate them. So there's that, and then let's grab pillar, is that what it's called? The ones with the flowers on them? These ones right here, because we can color them. Just so we can give it a little look of like it's concreted into the ground. How tall do I want that though? I guess that's fine. We do need it to be like a gray color though. Yes, gray, gray, and gray. Beautiful. Do we have little brackety pieces? Is the question. That probably will not scale down enough. Oh, maybe, actually. I just kind of wanted to make it look like, you know how sometimes they have these little, what are they called? Like brackety things is the only thing that's coming to mind. What are they called? Like little things that keep them in place, hold them down. Yeah, that. You know what I'm talking about. Let's grab this again. Unless, actually, where would it be? It would be decorations. Oh, you know what? Actually, there's a piece. I was just watching Mass Bandit's first episode of his challenge park, and he was using this yellow aquatic trim piece. Am I gonna be able to find it? It had little like notches on it, and I think it'll be it had little notches like this. I think it'll be perfect for what I'm trying to accomplish if I can in fact locate it. Was it one of these? Was it this one? I don't remember it being that big. Maybe it was this one. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. We will scale it all the way down. Oh my gosh, it gets tiny. Okay, this one may actually work. I did not realize it would get so incredibly small. Let's size it back up just a bit. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I just want like the hint that this is like fastened into place. Although, does the other side of it have notches? Maybe we can use this side just because it's a little fatter. Like that. And then if we turn this like a dark gray or even like a black, I guess. Or we could do green. It could be like painted like the thing is. It's just, you know, it's metal, so it's a little different. Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I'm caring way too much about this tiny detail that doesn't make any sort of difference in the actual park, but I guess that's the point, right? Is I want to build pretty things. Okay. So there's that fastened. They also have a lantern on them. So let's get rid of this aquatic filter. We're doing all right on money. It is going down, but it's going down very slow. So hopefully it doesn't go down too fast. Okay, let's look and see what we have just default. And because I don't really feel like making a custom light. Although I will if I have to. What's this one? This is huge. Why are all the default sizes so massive? There's no reason for them to be this massive. Like, all the way scaled down should be the starting point. That one's not bad, especially for something that I don't have to custom make. We could... I do actually like this one a lot, except for this handle I don't like. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with this one. We're gonna go with this one. Make it all the way small. Yes, go ahead. Can I, though? It's not recolorable. That's a bummer because I don't really like the orange. But do I just live with it, I guess? Yeah, we'll just live with it for now. Okay. So let's grab all of this and make this one. Is it already one thing? No, it's not. I want to split it from the group. So you, and you. Let's split from building. There we go. I knew there was a button. Okay. So now that's all by itself. Now, if we make the advanced move and snap distance to... What does 2 meters look like? Too short. Okay. Come back. How about 4 meters? That's the max. That's fine. And we can actually just take these all together. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted all 4 of you guys. Oh, end of the day. Oh, we made a profit. Excellent. That's what we want to see. We can advance move all of you, turn this off, and we can kind of get these centered in here. And that's fine like that, I think. Okay. Already. Continuing on the trim, though. Let's see. I do want to... Oops. Edit scenery group. There we go. Bring this out. This roof that we picked, is this going to be difficult to cover up? Because although I said I liked the detail, I kind of sort of changed my mind. Because I want to have this trim across the top. Like that. That's fine. If we go all the way to the corner here and come all the way down. These are colors I'm realizing now that I would like never build with if I wasn't attempting what I'm attempting. I really don't usually choose colorful colors. Oh, we do need to bring this out just a little bit because when we are zooming away, can I have this, and that, please? It's clipping through, which I don't love, but that's okay. We can do that. Okay, and then it stays there. That's great. Let's split this from building, and that way we make it its own thing, and we can select it all together if we need to. And if I bring this one out like so, we can bring this back like so. Complete that corner. Okay, I'm not too terribly upset with this. We do need to add some trim on the main building, and I am gonna, why is my caps lock on again? We are gonna use the hoarding pieces. This one's fine, and we're gonna make it white. Maybe not like blindingly white. There we go. Oh, no, I keep forgetting to hit confirm. There we go. Great. Thank you. Oh, goodness. It's the very end of my day when I'm recording this, and I've spent the entire day doing like house things, like dishes and laundry and things like that. So I'm actually relatively excited to be just sitting down and hanging out at the end of my day. I've looked forward to this all day, actually, which is exciting for me to say because I have had such a hard time getting into the game. It's really exciting for me to say that I was looking forward to it, and I was watching, like I said, I was watching Mass Bandits episode, I was watching Jaunty's episode, and I'm just excited to be having fun with it. I really, really hope that this is the start of really enjoying the game, of getting into it, maybe some more speed builds and things like that. I am going to be putting the gameplay footage from these episodes without my voice chatting over. That is so off. How did we mess that up so bad? And by we, I mean me. How did I mess that up so bad? Is this one not... This one's probably not on the correct grid here. Let me see. Where's the aligned surface? Right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that should be better. I am going to be putting all of the gameplay footage and stuff without me talking over it on my other channel, the Simply Unwind channel. Let's make sure when I bring this away, it's not coming off. No, okay. So if you wanted to watch this as background noise without me talking over it and such, you can do that. It should be up. The first episode, I think I got up the same night, same morning that the first episode was up. So I'm going to try to do that with this one as well. Kind of get them up at the same time so that they are available. All right, we're just giving this some light trim, and then I want to take all of these pieces and let's bring them, actually let's grab all of them plus these sides here. I'm going to bring them out just a little bit, and then we can duplicate and make a, not that one, not this one. Excuse me, can you get out of the way? Thanks. We can duplicate it and then lower it and sink it in a bit. Just, you know, for some depth and variety, I guess. It's not something you're really going to be able to notice. But like that. And then we can do the same thing with this one here. We can bring it in, bring it down, and then bring it in to match on that side. There we go. The sides are going to be a little bit more noticeable. And so we can bring this one all the way over here. Like so. Okay, great. Excellent, excellent. That's good. I do want to give the bottom of this building some kind of like curbing, I guess. Do I want to go full out like stone, or do I want to just do like a concrete curb kind of thing? Let's see what we've got. What is this? So we could do something really simple like that. Just to give it some detail on the bottom. We could do something, something like that, which is like an entire wall piece by itself. It's rather flat though. I don't hate it, but I don't feel like we've landed on exactly what I'm looking for just yet. So let's keep searching a little bit. What is this? That might be a little bit rough. Oops. If you imagine it a different color, but that's kind of not as finished as I'm hoping for. Let's see if we make it... Does it not change color? Huh. Okay, well that's not going to work then if it's not going to change color. Oh, what about the keep wall? I do really like this one. Be kind of cool to use the new one. Let me actually rotate it so that I can get one line of bricks like that. Let me see how that looks. I know that's not matching right now. No, it's too square. You know what? I may actually use... There's this little wall piece that I've seen a few creators... I think it's the Viking one. A few creators use as kind of like this base for buildings. Like a stone base. Where? This one? No, it's not this one. Where is it? Ooh, that's kind of cool. But again, that's just, it looks textured, but it's not. It's flat. Where the heck is this little piece? Is it not called Viking? Is it wall? Oh, we could try brick. What does that look like? No, I don't like that. Oh, this one right here. This little thing. And if we bring it out and we actually scale it down so that the stones are a little smaller, we can bring it to here and we can have it be the base of the building. If we make it a little lighter, because I don't necessarily want it, let's grab like this kind of color and go out with it just a little bit to warm it up. Yeah, and so if we do this and then across, again, I feel like, am I getting away from the coastal feeling though? Because this is the problem. Is I say that I'm going for a certain style and then I end up flying away from it. But I don't necessarily think that looks bad. I think maybe adding this as white was a bit too much. So let me see if we turn this green, what it will look like. Nope, cancel that. Why is that being weird? Let me get rid of this. Get rid of that. There. Turn it green. Lighten it up just a little bit, I guess, because it gets real dark. Does that tie it in a little bit more, I guess? I guess maybe it'll look better when we get, let's bring some like real wood tones in here for the countertop. I'm gonna look for like a, well, that's real wood, but that's not what that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can find something That looks really rustic. Let me look at this piece in the light. It's not bad, but not really what I was looking for. I wanted something a little bit more refined. Is that the right word? A little bit less like it was pulled out of the forest and stuck on the side of the building. Let me search like plank, because that's really what I'm looking for. Some sort of plank. Not that. Oh wow, is that all that comes up with plank, I guess? I mean, we could, you know, we could just use an art shape. We could do that. Where the heck are the art shapes? Right here. Oh, right here. If we use the rectangular one, not in its massive size, bring that much, much smaller. We can put this in like so. Let me make it, there we go, the right thickness, I think. I do want to cover the entirety of this counter so that we can make it our own color. Although I probably need to use the square because right now we're cutting into this guy's stomach, which is not the goal. We might have to, let me do this. We might have to just make this double thick. If we do this kind of thing, we can make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger so we cover the counter like so. And if we just bring it out like that and out the same on the other side. And then we can just bring this, both of them rather, down like so. Now the question is, what color? Do we stick with this green or do we bring in another color like orange like it was? White is probably not the way to go. Bright orange, I don't really... Oh, actually, that's not too bad. We can pretend that it's a wood counter, I guess. Like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. If I select all of these, I've gone off the rails in building in the group that I was going to be building in. So this is attached to basically everything, which has not been my goal, but that's okay. Let's bring this over all the way to the corner so we can just get the full effect here. Because it would go out to about there. Okay, I mean, I need shutters, I think. I need some detail on the wall. The wall looks really flat. Okay, doors and windows. Where the heck are doors and windows? Fences. Where the heck are doors and windows? Oh, right here. Doors and windows. Okay. Window decorations. That's not helping. So windows. Is there any that look like they could be shutters so that I please don't have to make custom ones? Would be incredibly ideal. Oh, okay. These ones could work. Absolutely. If, in fact, wait, it would need to be this one right here, I think. No, actually, it would be that one. This is confusing my brain. Okay, where the handle is, I want to make sure it makes sense. We can shrink that down and bring that up and then bring it out just a touch like that. It would probably be sitting on top of the counter though, huh? Like that. right? Okay, and then let's make these, would these be orange? That's really orange. That's really, really orange. Okay, that's not so bad of an orange. That's the handle, right? The handle can stay black, that's fine. That ties in with the light. And then if we do this, let me slide this one straight across and put it here for now. What size did we scale this one down to? Down to 50. Okay, so then scale this one down to 50 as well. Makes it easy. It's the smallest size it can go. Bring it out just a smidgen. Actually, before we bring it out just a smidgen, let me do that again. Size, we need to bring it into the right place first. And then we need to pop it out just one. Like that. I'm not crazy on the color. Maybe we go for brown for this one too. Like a darker brown, like that. Okay, not terrible. I think honestly one of the things that's really bothering me is this. I didn't think it would be that noticeable once we put the trim and stuff on, but it is. So what if, now that we have the roof, if I just get rid of this. Oh, see, if we turn it and scale it, is it going to be really, really obvious that these panels are different sizes? If I were to do something like this. Yeah, because now it's all set back. We go up a little bit. Will it poke through the roof? It will. Yeah. Okay. Well. I don't have an answer for that one, so maybe I'm gonna leave it for now. My first thought is to try maybe to turn it into like sort of a roll-up door, but I don't actually know if I'm talented enough for that. Can I make you a little bigger? Just like that. Is that the same size? That's 56%, and this one is 56%. Okay, well, they're the same size. That's, oh my goodness, camera. The heck you going? All right, bring this back just a little bit. I just kind of wanted to make them a little bit bigger. Actually, you know what? Maybe we put it, no, we put it right here. That's fine. There we go. Oop, not the light. This one. Bring it back a little bit and then bring it out. Bring it up to match. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then we can duplicate and slide these on over to where? Oh, we're not on a proper grid. That's why. Ugh. Grr. All because I couldn't do what I wanted to do in the first place. Because of the stupid counters. Okay, well, we'll just bring them to here and then pop them out of the wall. Is this one seems to be slightly smaller, but that's fine. Oh, what did I just sell? Come back. There we go. Okay, not too bad. We can maybe do some like menus on the wall, which I may, in all honesty, I may do that off camera. Because that sounds like it's something that would take me forever. I may end up just doing like custom, do we have custom billboards in this game already? I think so, right? I may end up just doing a custom billboard for that. So what is this roof? This townhouse slate roof. If we duplicate this and we bring it back. Maybe I want townhouse slate roof. I want to give this that's not how you spell a townhouse. Like this. So I want to not be on the grid, that grid anymore. And I want to make a little pop out here. Can I move this advanced move, please? And if we can do this sort of in the center, I think would be good. Although in the reference picture, it's kind of fully off the top of the roof, and it kind of goes up like a second story. So if I grab these ones and I do that same thing, oops, like this and this, and if I advance move that all the way up to where it's its own thing, yeah, I like that a little better. So we'll put that right. Is that lined up properly with the edge of this? No, it's not. Why not? Why not? Okay, there we go. Right? That looks good. Okay. Bring this back. Bring it up. And we'll kind of have it looking kind of like a second story, I think. So let's get rid of these. How's our money situation? It is still going down. But it does look like we're still being profitable. Is that how I'm reading that? Ride tickets, yeah, okay, good. Okay, great. I'm gonna trust it then. Ooh, here's the thing that I made difficult for myself. This is the modern wood wall. And because I have it tilted on its side, I'm not gonna be able to just snap in the things, unless... Oh, is there not? Oh, okay, good. Whew. I was like, is there not these ones for this? Excuse me. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to be in this. Okay, thank you. And grab this, and hopefully that just snaps. And I think I'm okay keeping it the opposite direction for simplicity's sake. I really don't want to like custom do the whole shenanigans thing with making the panels go up and down, because I think that is totally fine. I do need some trim on this, and I'm forgetting townhouse. I'm immediately, like a goldfish brain over here, forgetting what pieces I'm using. Here and trim, and this is the centerpiece trim. Is that is in the center? I don't like that though. I want the eaves is what I want. This right here, like that, and like that. And then I actually want this entire thing, this, and this to split from the group so that I can advance move it, and I can back it up just a smidgen so that we see that detailing on the roof. Now this one, I can't actually change this to be white, right? Oh, I mean I can, but it's not white. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I can, but it's not white, and I hate that. So we're gonna change it back. And maybe we'll leave it like that, or maybe we'll do... You know what? Let's do... So what was this one? Wooden support beam. Let's go into this group and do wooden support beam. And we'll do this one. Oh, that's a round one. We'll do this one right here. And let's square it up like that. And then like so. Can we have a matching angle, please? Please, please. Thank you. Okay. And we can put that, scale it up just a bit so that we can cover this brown. Like so, and still leave the little bit sticking through. This is not the right angle. Game. Why can't you just make things easy? Easy for us to create. Let's see, can I scale it down to like 130 and it's still, oh, that was not a lot. How about 120? Okay, good. And it still covers. Still covers. Okay, so like that. And then if we do this and snap it, keep turning. There we go, straight across. And then we do, how that was not straight. Like so. Can we go, let's just do 45 because I need you to be straight. Yes. Yes, okay. Be straight, be straight. Okay, there we go, great. There. And that kind of ties that in with, oh, it disappears. We gotta bring it out. I hate when it does that. Bring this out just a little bit. Like so. Okay, great. Cool, and then that's a perfect little spot for a sign. What are we gonna call this? Where the heck are signs? Signs, right here. Let's see what we got. We've got something really basic like this, which at Knott's Berry Farm they do use quite a bit, so I would not be opposed to something simple like that as long as we could make it stand out. That's hideous. I don't like that. That's not too bad, but I would want to lighten this way up. But I don't like that it stays with this black border on the inside. I would want it to be like a light wood color. Without that border. Although it's not out of the realm of possibility. Let's see. Do just a plain sign like so. Which that, although it's not a wood sign, kind of mimics a wood sign. Maybe we do white for this. Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, what are we gonna call this? Food. I'm gonna write food and drink on it for now because I don't really know what else to put on it. Let me see. This is the last thing that I want to do to end the episode, and then this entire episode is going to be just this. It's going to be getting this together. Oh, dang it! I thought if I colored it the same, it would get rid of the pattern on either side. Although if we did light, nope, don't like that. Okay, moving on to something else. So far, the second option was my favorite option. Although some of these are quite, well, small, but quite nice. I mean, we could just do like a pre-made one. I really like that soda can. Oh, that's tiny. It's not diet soda though. Okay. Let's see. I think I actually like... Oh, you know what? That's not bad, and that's not even bad with how it's covered. Is this a Western one? Yeah, Western sign. Okay, that's not super bad. Let's do... Where did the text go? I saw it somewhere. Actually, can we just write on this? Food and drink. Great! We are accurately descriptive on what is on here. I promise I do want to make this a little bit more custom, I guess, because I don't really like how that looks. I don't really like how that looks. Okay. I do want to add, where are these lights? I want to add these on top, like one of them right here. This build ended up being way more westerny than I think I wanted it to be. So you'll have to let me know how you think it fits in with the overall scheme of things, because I feel like last time I said I want to do this theme, and then this time I just like ran in the opposite direction, which is not entirely what I want to do. Which is not entirely what I want to do, but I do want your feedback on the matter. We do 1, 2, and 3. Those are kind of clipping through the thing. Okay, well, you know what? There, we spent an hour and we have a fourth, I think? A fourth of a building done, I would say. I mean, we didn't run out of money though, so that is excellent. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend some time thinking about this, and potentially making some menu signs. Because I didn't answer my own question. Do we have billboards? I think we do, right? Yeah, we do. So we have this screen here, and we can definitely do a couple. Is there a smaller one? Yeah, we can definitely do a couple menus on either side for food and drinks, and that is something that I will do off camera, like that and like that, so we can definitely have that be a thing, and I think that'll add a lot more detail to this. Oops, I wanted both of these. Shrink them in like so. Yeah, and we can do menus, and yeah, so I think all said and done, it's not a bad building. I just really don't like this sign. It's, I think, the only thing I hate about it so far. Can I get rid of the text? Or do I have to type something? There we go. Great. Yeah, so the only thing I hate about it is that sign. But other than that, I think it's a good start. And then what I think I want to do is maybe, again, make a little like seating area over here. We can even maybe, I know I'm pushing an hour here with this episode, which is what I kind of wanted to keep them all to. But just to kind of demonstrate what I mean, we can do this and this, leaving a little bit room for plants, of course. We can move this to be on the corner, like so, and like so. And then we can get, no, I have not put down any tables yet. We go to tables. What says, I mean, that's just a generic one. That's too themed. That's way too themed. That's too modern. That's not bad. Maybe if I lighten it up. It's not terrible. And then if we do this one, I think. Or maybe these. No, I think this one fits the style a little bit more. It looks a little bit beachy. Oh, look, you guys are enjoying the bench already. Without even letting me get the umbrella in the proper place. Okay, so there's that. And I don't mind the yellow, but I'm thinking maybe maybe we should bring in another, like the red or something here. Oh, dang it. Forgot to click OK, basically. Bring that down. I know there's a way to snap this, I think. I'm just not smart enough. Okay. That needs to be a little bit more weather worn. It's too bright. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then we take this, and we duplicate, and we rotate, and we put here, we put here, and then we have the start of like our little eaty area that looks like so Western, but I guess that's what I get for trying to mimic Knott's Berry Farm, right? Yeah, you guys can let me know what you think down in the comment section below. We are going to move this tree here to make it pretty, give a little bit of shade, make the thumbnail look a little bit better. But yeah, that's that. And maybe for the very last thing, if I get rid of this ride, they're all going to be upset. I was going to say, do I replace it with the swings like I was talking about? Because if I do this, I know this is not going to let me put it down because it's in the way. It just, I don't know, the height just gives like a better sight line, I think, when you're coming down the main area. You know what? I think I'm just going to do it. I'm sorry guys. You guys are going to be upset. I'm replacing it with something, I promise. We're going to put it right here where it, oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. Here's your ride back. I'm sorry, I kicked you guys all off and then I couldn't afford what I wanted to replace it with. Oh well. Okay, so after fiddling with it for almost another hour, to be honest, I did decide that the colors were far too Western. I didn't like how it was looking, and so I did play around, obviously, with the colors and went back to our original palette that I showed last time with the blue, some of the tan. I might bring in a little bit more like yellow or something into the palette. I'm not quite sure. Maybe like the darker blue somewhere. Maybe we'll change this sign to be darker blue, but I kind of like it being the red to tie in with the umbrellas over here and the red on the carousel. But yeah, so Charlie's Cafe selling burgers, sodas, funnel cake. I know there's not really a dessert cart in here, but I needed a third word to make the sign look cool. And so that's what I came up with. I did this little custom sign with some of the letters and everything, and I think it turned out really, really good. I'm not super sold on the color of the wooden border here. I think maybe making it look a little bit more weather worn might be nice. Right now it looks a little bit like rich red, so let me just play around with that for just a minute here before we end this episode. If we make it a little bit more on the still dark but a little bit more weather worn, I think that blends in a little bit better. I like that a lot. Okay, let me change just these back ones really quickly so that it's all matching. Come on, E. Oh my goodness. All right, let me change these ones, and then we're gonna have to do our fancy little trick with you. Get rid of you, select this, Control Z. Now we can change it. Good, great, wonderful. Okay, fantastic. So that is our sign. That's our first little food restaurant, quick service place. You can walk up. I'm going to work on some menus and things for down here. We do have a lot more like detailing around this corner. Obviously, it's just an open facade in the back. But yeah, so that is today's episode. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Please, again, do leave me suggestions for name or ride names, excuse me, or what ride you'd like to see added next. We do have a couple challenges, and I'm not quite sure why this food one didn't work. I'm assuming it's a bug because we definitely have some food things open, but we're getting research points, and we do need to build a coaster, which may potentially be next. We also need to decorate our bathrooms. But yeah, there we go. I like the way that this is turning out, this cute little plaza area. And yeah, I can't wait for the next episode. So until then, I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye!